Once again, I didn't have my mic on. At least it was only the first second this time. I hope. Or first few seconds. Anyway, welcome to whatever the hell this is, man. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell anymore. So today we are just going to continue our drunken build from last time, and the eagle-eyed viewer will have noticed that we have indeed, yes, added a second story. I started, and then I started adding the second story, and I started talking to myself, and then I realized I wasn't broadcasting. So that's I guess that's on me. But anyway. Oh, I never realized that. Look at that nice reflection off the glass. It's very nice. What about this? That is very weird. I don't think glass should reflect quite like that. Is that angle right? Is that angle right? I don't think that angle is right. Actually, let's look at this. Because it doesn't look like that here. And it's not supposed to look at like that there. So what is going on with this block of glass that I'm holding? And yes, I'm actually going to investigate this because that's what life and what this stream is about. Nobody knows what we're doing, and that's the fun of it. No, I want to keep my beacon. We don't need the lapis lazuli. See, the glass is fine here, which implies that there's some amount of refraction. Where's the refraction coming from? So it's refracting. Oh no, it's actually amplifying. Okay. So it's acting as a binocular. Why is a single pane of glass acting as a binocular? Oh, Minecraft, what did you do? But it's okay. We're all good. This is fine. This is fine. Nothing wrong here. Ugh. Anyway, so between last time and this time, we've added a second story. It looks really dark because it is really dark, and I'm debating how we should brighten it. I added these floor lamps, which are absolutely beautiful and breathtaking and completely useless. And so we will not be using those particular things. But I have no idea what I'm gonna use yet. Like, it's, yeah, that looks good. Like in terms of internal lighting, I think in Minecraft there are only so many things we can do. So like, yeah, I could build a nice fireplace here, but what the hell's the point, eh? See, it looks better when it's not ray traced. Oh yeah, so for reference, yeah, because this is ray traced Minecraft, you have a button that brings you between ray traced and not ray traced. And so obviously, because the sun is now up in the sky, it's much brighter than the other light sources. So even if I were to place this right here, you can see how there's basically no light. And actually that brings me to a different point. This reflection doesn't necessarily look right, because in a building like this, on a day as bright as this, the light source is not simply the sun, right? Like, the light source is not simply the sun. Even if the sun were directly overhead, there should be enough ambient light scattering off the air molecules, the dust in the air, the mountains, to light up the inside of this in a reasonable manner. Like, if we were to move this as an aside, that is funky. That is funky. There's total internal reflection in there. That is funky. Anyway, yeah, and that doesn't change anything. Let's set it to set sunrise and see how it looks. Yeah, so at night. Oh, even at night. Oh wow, look at the difference. So oh, so that's what they were going for. I think I understand now. So the luminosity, when it's not ray traced, is perfect. Each of these items has the same luminosity, and therefore it can have the same amount of same amount of brightness in the same amount of place. See, even that, which shouldn't make this area bright, makes it bright because luminosity is just a global three-dimensional value, and that's fine. The moment we turn on ray tracing, though, luminosity just dies, which means that in a like, it makes sense. You can see the light from our floor shining prettily up here, but it doesn't make sense because obviously nothing now can light up this room. Absolutely nothing can light up this room. Like, there's just no way I could place. Oh well, I guess okay. If I place that many. Well, look at me just fucking with myself. So this is non-ray traced. This is ray traced. Yeah, this must be ray traced. Okay, my bad. I guess we can light up this room. Okay. And I guess that kind of, in some strange way, that makes sense because we are actually talking about like actual luminosity values. And so I suppose a bunch of lanterns. Oh, that's nice. It's moody. So what that does mean, though, is that we are. That is pretty. Oh, it's not pretty. That is pretty. Yeah. What that does mean, though, is that we are essentially limited to using N rods. Let's see, what else is there? Luminosity. I don't think we can use. Oh. Try sea lantern. See how that works. Did I just think of something that could glowstone, glowstone, glowstone. That's the one I was thinking of. No. I mean, I guess if we added a few. The reflection in the glass is nice, but it's not the kind of light we're going for, and it would require too many to make it really doable. Well, our Protect executive is just going to have to deal with the fact that his house is going to be badly lit. Sorry, Elon. You could always, I don't know. Oh, hello. You could always. Oh, let's put that back in first. Nether brick, right? Oops. Ignore that. Nether. No, it was just nether brick. Yeah. Yeah. Is this still night? It is still nighttime, right? Yeah, it is still nighttime, so it's quite bright for being nighttime. I guess because of the cyberpunk city below. Let's set weather. Set weather rain. Just to dim some of the lights. That didn't dim the lights, did it? No, that didn't dim the lights. That's alright. Oh, no. We got this. We're just gonna add a block here. Now we're gonna Oops. Hmm. Maybe not that kind of block. But yeah, on the subject of ray tracing, I am suitably impressed with what NVIDIA has done with its ray tracing. Just simply because it's look at that. Like the rays bounce in between that all that beautiful white concrete as if it's a perfect mirror, which it obviously isn't. Nice. Oh yeah. We wanted to do that. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Can't actually see a thing. Let's see if I can put. Oh, that's one too many, isn't it? That there. We'll replace that. And we'll put that there and glass on top. Perfect. You can see the shimmering of the glass a little bit. Nice. Oh yes, we were about to make, I think, ender rod based lighting. Like some sort of very crappy early 1960s. What are these things even called? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm old. I should know what this is called. Cathode ray tubes? No. No, that can't be it. Hold on. This is bothering me. I'm gonna look it up. Just to make sure you can't see my screen. You can't. Perfect. Long lights. White tube. Tube? No, it can't be a tube light. What the hell is a tube light? Are they actually called fluorescent tube lights? Who the hell calls them fluorescent tube lights? Anyway, okay, we're good. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, I guess. I mean, what else does our boy Elon have? Oh, or not Elon. What am I saying? Our boy Jeff, right? We're making this for Jeff Bezos. Can we at least put some stained glass around and make the light itself a little bit less white? And that's not a racial thing. That's just I don't like white light. And on that note, actually, there are very good reasons for not liking white light in particular, because white light by definition contains more blue than yellow light. And if we look at this fire, which is something that humanity has evolved with over, enough time, fire is orange, and so as humanity who has lived with fire for so long, orange actually, like yellowish warm colored lights, are actually better for our psyche in general than cold. I could talk about things like seasonal affective disorder, or actually, what's that study? It doesn't matter. We can talk about seasonal affective disorder, really, and how there are studies that cure it with a yellow light, right? It's why those kinds of sun lamps sell really well in the winter, because hey, suddenly we don't have access to as much winter winter. We don't have as much. Oh, look at how much brighter it is. That's why is the light transmission so low? That's ridiculous. Look at that. Look at that difference. Actually, is there a difference? There's no difference. I was talking about, yeah, why sunlight sells so well in the winter because it is something that actually our bodies are have evolved to respond to, right? Like if you think about it, when we first discovered fire, when our boy Prometheus came down and gifted us the gift of being able to kill ourselves. um, that was the color of fire, and so after a long day of working out in the open, oh, that's nice, much better. After a long day of working out in the open, um, our forebearers would come back to their cave with a nice fire outside and sit around it and eat. And over the years, there is evolutionary pressure to not be to associate fire with comfort and food and let's not say happiness, but rather contentment, and therefore we have fire. Oh my god, it's been 16 minutes and I didn't waste 5 minutes this time. I'm just gonna update the description with what I just talked about. Effect of yellow light. So we ended up not being able to build anything because, well, yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it next time. This is actually more fun than I expected. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for no, not watching. Thank you very much for actually I don't know what I'm thanking you for. Actually, a lot of you that I know are watching. I don't actually want to thank you for anything. So with that, have a good evening. And in conclusion, I'm sure everyone knows this is coming. Please download Firefox. Don't use Chrome. Chrome is so bad for you. It's so bad for you. It's so bad for the market. It's bad for Google. And actually, on that note, next time we will talk about why is bad for Google. It's good for Google in the short term for advertising, a whole bunch of really good reasons, but in the long term, it's not good for Google. But we'll talk about that next time. Also, this is kind of pretty. It's moody. But then we just put one of these in there, and suddenly, look, it looks like some kind of like back alley. I'm not gonna continue that train of thought. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and download Firefox. Have a good day.